Hey everyone, Webby Moto here. Welcome to episode 20 and the start of season 2 of our F1 2018 career mode. For the first time in quite a while, I'm actually joined on voice comms for this, and it's Greg. How you going, Greg?
Good.
Make sure you go over and check out Greg's channel on Twitch at Greg05. He does lots of iRacing and stuff like that. I also host him on my channel when I'm not doing stuff, so his content's really good. So make sure you give it a watch. And
Yes.
huh.
I do see people on the metrics sometimes coming from your channel. So.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, everybody. We both appreciate that.
Yes.
So let's here we go. Start of season 2. Let's see what this has got for us. So the competitive order has not changed at all. I was hoping that it would. That's the move to in between seasons when we've with upgrades and the like, and we had to reinvest some money into our reliability and into our chassis to keep that up to date. The competitive order hasn't changed at all. We're still the second worst car on the grid. So FML. Let's see what we can. So what I don't know is that when we get to the end of this season and we have to have another swathe of regulation changes where that actually resets everything that we've done thus far.
Developments this weekend, but some of them have failed quality control. Make sure you indicate what you'd like redeveloped via the workstation.
I thought I already did that before I quit last time. Let's have a look. Yeah, I have. I already did it.
What do you think of this one?
So we have 706 points to spend. As you see, our aero-wise, we're ahead of Sauber, McLaren, and Williams. Chassis-wise, we're ahead of Williams only. Chassis not very good. Powertrain, we're actually going pretty good, even though considering we have a Honda Donkey in the back of the car, we're actually ahead of McLaren, Williams, and Sauber. So we're ahead of one Renault, one Mercedes, and one Ferrari. Go figure. Our reliability-wise, we'll see how that pans out for us. We've got some durability spread around the car. We might just wait for those.
I recommend we could go for something like this.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. I'm ambitious. It'll be ready for round 2, so let's have it. Okay, there shouldn't be anything else to do. We had to renegotiate our contract at the end of the year. We stayed with Toro Rosso. I wasn't able to get much more out of the perk, so even though my value had gone up, I couldn't get to level 3 pit stop efficiency or upgrade speed, which is unfortunate. But we'll try and have a good start to the year and see if we can request those things at the first round of contracts. Let's go. And did you know that I made my debut before into F1 2018 online racing? The first race was interesting because it was at Baku and we qualified in a wet. And midway around a lap, one of my scripts fired up and minimized the game. So I had to start last. And then at turn 1, there was a colossal accident that I tried to avoid, but I got spun around trying to avoid it. Come back to finish 6th. And then second race, qualified in front row, won it easy.
We've had some really
which was nice.
strategic races over the past couple of years, thanks to the current 3-tyre compound system. And of course, the groundwork for all those strategies comes from the free practice sessions like this one. So what do you think of the current tyre regulations?
Well, they've created some, I wouldn't say exciting necessarily, but certainly interesting races. There have been a lot more questions around, like how long can someone stay out on this set, or will they have the pace to catch another car if they suddenly bolted on a set of ultra softs, things like that. When everything comes together, we end up with multiple cars nose to tail on different tyres, all fighting for track position. So on the whole, it's definitely been a positive step, I feel, for the sport.
Should make a custom helmet for the game. That'd be fun.
Okay then, we've fitted some new parts for this session.
Okay.
Hopefully they'll help you squeeze a bit more pace from the car.
Although, what's it like working with textures?
It's not too bad. It's no worse than what R Factor was. It's got to be part of a database, so there's some extra steps you got to go to.
Okay.
Car setup. So I did have a setup from the start of the year. 24th of August. That's when I started playing the game. There you go. So knowing what we know now, 6 and 7 aero-wise, that's not too bad.
Okay, let's update the setup.
Let's tune those down a little bit. Suspension's okay. Brake at 85, 58, that's okay. Let's add some camber to give us some corner grip. We'll just try that for something to do. Why not? Why not indeed? Oh, look at that. Alo's still in the sport. Well, this is a better future already. This is best timeline. Except he's still in a McLaren, so it's probably worse timeline. Track acclimatization. Let's do it. Let's try out this 2019 car for the first time. It looks remarkably like the 2018 car. Who would have thought?
It's strange the competitive order hasn't changed at all.
Yeah, I was hoping it would. Like, nothing crazy, but...
Yeah.
But there didn't seem to be any change in it at all. Like, I wasn't expecting Williams to go to the best car in the grid, but...
No. I wonder what the point of it is then. You may as well just keep improving your car through the year, because you sacrificed the latter part of the year, didn't you, for that?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I wonder if its effects get more the further your career goes on. Like if you have a regulation change, does that affect every upgrade you've made to the car in your career?
Mm.
So in the first season, obviously it's a small amount, but in your maybe your second, third, fourth seasons, it's a lot more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even if it does that, it's probably going to affect every team pretty much equally. Again, what's it going to do to the competitive order?
Yeah.
I also don't know if it's the only metric that affects the competitive order as well. Like, are there other changes that occur? Well, there we go. That didn't take long. Like, are there other things in the game that affect the competitive order as well, or is it just that? I hope that's more than just that. You'd imagine it has to be more than just that. Time management. Let's do it.
What did it say there? As you finished that, like you said something about downforce. You got upgrades for this weekend.
Yes. Yeah, it's first race of the season, so all the upgrades are bought at the end of last year.
It freezes development, doesn't it? So did you just stack all your upgrades for the first race of the season, or?
Oh yeah, it just applies them all at the first race.
Oh, okay, yep.
Man, I've done a lot of laps at this track over the years.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they put it in iRacing. Probably never gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's a good track. It has an interesting rhythm. It's kind of a unique rhythm to it.
Yeah, agreed.
It doesn't feel like it ever really relents.
I think that's a very good way of putting it. It's a busy track. Very
Yeah,
busy
like
track.
I always feel busy, especially if I haven't driven it for a while. It feels like you're always doing something on this track. I think all the straights feel pretty short as well.
Yeah, you don't feel like you get a rest.
No.
That was a mistake going to fourth gear there.
I think the other thing about this track is that I wouldn't be able to tell you which corner is the most important corner on the track.
I think the most important corner might be 9-10.
Probably, but it's only a little bit more important than, say, I don't know, 16, turn 1, 2, because they're all pretty big straights as well.
Yeah.
Even coming out at 12, I know it's fast, but get it wrong.
Costs yourself a lot of time.
Yeah.
That Renault leaving the pits has really hurt us on this second lap. Trying to get the time back. There we go, got it this time. Managed to get back by not bowling it in the penultimate corner. Well, I somehow got up to 7th into that corner. Just, you know how you just become an automaton and you shift on the sound? It's just I had a really, really good run through the third last corner and actually managed to go to 7th and then I didn't give myself enough time to scrub that speed off.
What I don't understand is you went through the last corner and it just went to full purple.
Yeah, I obviously was just like a boss through there. I don't understand how these things work a lot of the time. It just does whatever
it's a highway corner.
Yeah, but because I just drove it like a boss.
You just
bossed
that was the best lap of your career.
Mate, that was
like
dead.
Alonso.
It was the best lap of my life.
Probably the best lap of my career.
Practice 2 wet. Practice 3 dry. Qualifying dry. Races dry. FP2 seems like a bit of a waste of space then, doesn't it? So maybe we'll just do fuel management now as well then. So I'm trying to work out what I'm going to do career-wise. Obviously, I've stayed with Toro Rosso for my second season.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
At the moment, the plan's to stay there. Maybe try and take him to the front.
Not allowed, mate.
Yeah. Take Honda back to the glory days.
Yeah. Just one sec, I'll be right back.
Yep. Far out. This is not easy.
Quick look at the classification at the end of the session then. Here are your top three.
I'm really
Verstappen,
concerned that we're
Leclerc,
that slow.
And Kimi Raikkonen. Thank you for joining us for free practice today. We'll be back.
Certainly didn't feel like I was driving poorly there. But anyway, can't even hit the freaking lap time in the fuel test. That's hard. There's an argument that they make it too hard. It shouldn't need to be that hard. Oh, bit of thunder out there. Ah, that's right, it's raining this session, isn't it?
I take.
As all the cars are now over the line, your top three are...
Never improved. Good decision to skip it. Let's do it in FP3. We won't worry about the fuel burn test. I usually don't rerun tests. If we have time at the end of it after we've done the ERS test, the race sim, and the quali sim, then we'll do it again. But I'm not having high hopes for the way things are going at the moment. It's not good. Seem to be struggling for pace. Like I said, I don't really understand why. Like, we caught Magnussen on that stint, and yet our lap times are still not that great. So, unsure.
Just having some lunch.
Okay. How am I 3.5 tenths down? Bloody hell. Keep forgetting about that DRS zone, mate. Far out. Just trying to bloody do... Ooh, I didn't want to do that. Fuck it. God, this is hard. I really don't understand why it has to be. Like, you're trying to protect the components in the car. No rear end grip for some reason. You're supposed not to not drive the wheels off it in these, you know, during practice. But the game forces you to. Just to get the friggin' lap time. Far out. Just trying to do a bloody practice program game. Hey Milky, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see ya. Oh man, this thing's just making me drive the bloody wheels off it just to get the lap time. And I'm just making mistakes, as everybody can see. Whoa! I don't want to keep doing this. Yeah, no worries, all good, man. God damn it. Sounds like a plan. Good stuff. It's a good metaphor. Yeah, whatever. I'm getting a bit sick of this,
Are you okay?
if I'm honest.
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
This car is just... It's so unreliable what it does. You have no confidence in a piece of garbage. You've got no grip. Fuck it, we're done. Not doing that anymore. We'll just do the qualifying sim. I'm getting cranky. Doesn't need to be this hard, game. I got no idea, man. Just really, really unpredictable. The car's doing different things lap to lap. Shouldn't have upshifted that. I'm gonna miss this time. Oh. How did that even happen? I better get it this lap or I'm not gonna have enough hers. I'm already at almost 2/10 down. This is not good. Come on. No. Missed that too. Unbelievable. I found out recently, any upgrade you buy last round, yeah, that's right. I'm gonna qualify last here. I don't even understand. Two-tenths to Gasly in the first sector. 10th in the middle sector. 2/10 in the last sector. I don't get it. I don't know where I'm leaving the time on the table, if I'm honest. Oh well.
An interesting practice
What can
session
you do?
there then. Let's remind...
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
Sucked.
How does a car handle in the wet?
Don't know, I didn't drive
Do
it.
you have any worries going into the race and qualifying? You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip? Great. Well, that's everything.
I'm half a mind to turn the bloody difficulty down at this point. I wasn't expecting it to struggle like this. We'll see how real qualifying turns out. Hey, go to hell, Toro Rosso. Like I care what you think. If you don't like me, sack me or go somewhere else. This is it's really difficult to understand why
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for
Why
the
we've still got the
Australian
second
Grand Prix
worst car.
should be getting underway shortly.
like we had a good season. We
This
finished
is the
fourth
kind
in the
of track that
constructors.
eats rear
I was
tyres for
6th in the
breakfast,
drivers,
or so I'm told by more
and
experienced drivers
somehow
than
we
myself.
haven't kept
No
up
matter
with
how good a
development.
driver is at managing their throttle application to limit rear slip, they can't always overcome a car that's inherently bad at looking after its rear tyres. Here we have a lot of low-speed corner exits, which means a whole load of energy, heat and tyre wear.
Cool. Let's just see if we can get out of Q1. Oof.
I have the answer for your pace issues.
Mm.
You take a guess what it is? Heartless.
Yeah, Heart's just not in it.
Gotta show some ticker, mate.
Too deep. What a crap lap. Oi, oi, oi. Gasly, 21.3. Webb, 22.2. First sector was quite close. 21.3 middle sector. Yeah, I threw away half a second in the last sector. That was to be expected after how poorly that went. I imagine we're going to go straight into the drop zone here. Yeah, there we go.
It is pissing it down here, Webby.
Is it? Yeah, probably sweep over here as well.
Have you had any thunder, lightning?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
There's a bit of thunder now for you.
Ooh. Risks we take for our streams.
Indeed. Aggressive use of the curbs at 4.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, well that's qualifying over for us.
We're out.
You won?
Yeah.
Bugger.
So's Gasly. I was 4/10 off. It wasn't a very good lap. Wow. So Toro Rosso's gone backwards this year. That's why we're struggling for pace. Because both Pierre and I are out in Q1. That's disappointing. And by disappointing, I mean absolutely thoroughly rage-inducing.
Obviously, I expected a better session.
Oh, shut
but
up.
These things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
What can I do if the car's a piece of garbage? I don't feel like I've been driving it badly. It's quite inconsistent. But yeah, the AI is just incredibly quick.
New drivers, new cars, and a new Formula One
New
season.
drivers, you say?
It's the same Albert Park that
Probably
we've
want to
come know
revise
and
that
love
commentary,
for more than
Crofty.
2 decades now, that hosts the first round of a 21 race championship, taking us from here in Melbourne, Australia, across the globe before we eventually reach the season finale at Yas Marina Circuit in Abu Dhabi. Just south of Melbourne's downtown business centre is the one and only Albert Park circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy circuit with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake and a couple of good passing opportunities here as well, thanks in part to the DRS zones into turns 1, 3 and 13. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, man who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction, I just want to say it's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question...
I really want to change that animation now that there's a halo there, guys. Having his arm walk through the halo is not a good look.
It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition, and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the
I listened
starting
to the On the Grid of Charles Leclerc
the
other day. Yes, yesterday actually.
Sees him start from pole position.
He's really good actually.
Perez lines up alongside.
His dad actually passed away last year and he won his F2
Hamilton,
championship.
Vettel,
Yeah,
Valtteri Bottas and Ocon, Leclerc, Ricardo, Magnussen.
He's the one thing. He's the one thing I'm looking forward to from Ferrari next year.
Sainz,
Yep.
Van Dorn, Alonso, Pierre Gasly and Wood, Sirotkin and Lance Stroll rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Ha! Yeah, thanks, Milky.
Okay, I know it's your home Grand
Maybe
Prix,
that
but
guy
treat
has
it
that
like any
quirk
other race.
from Boku
Don't
no
take
Hero.
He could
unnecessary
do.
risks.
He could do.
Power!
Yep. All right, let's just get this race started. I'm perturbed about all this.
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Flash has a new secret identity. Yeah, he's an engineer in Formula One nowadays, hiding in plain sight. Yeah, okay. I might be turned to force. I might be turned to force. I might be forced to turn the difficulty back down. Maybe I'm not good enough for this difficulty level. I don't want it to be just a miserable scrapping around in the bottom 5. That's no fun for anyone. Maybe if the AI didn't drive like absolute tards on the formation lap, that wouldn't have happened. This is a good look. Where are we going? Okay. The game is absolutely crapped out. Let's just skip it. Oh, I don't know. Me and Pierre, we just decided to go do the race on our own. Oh, come on. What was he doing? Yeah, we had it worked out, Milky. Don't worry about that. That was our strategy the whole time.
Looked like an old F1A race from F1 Challenge.
The AI is a bit retarded in this game, I'm not gonna lie. We already know the game's broken because Kimmy leads the race. Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that.
That move was illegal. Return the position.
Maybe next time don't put me into the wall.
DRS is now enabled. Will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
I'm getting mad. I'm getting really mad. This car handles like Tosh. I've got no pace. Oh, come on!
That looked bad. Are you alright?
Far out.
You're alright. Okay, clear. Pierre is in for his stop.
I don't care.
Some information on Ocon. They are out of the race. Yellow flag. Green flag. Some information on Stroll. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Hey, thanks, Deradros. Good to see you too. Wish the start of this season was going better. Unfortunately, it's not.
Runway clear.
I've had that pack in front of me for so long, I haven't made
We're
any
gonna box
inroads.
this lap. Push hard on the in-lap. Pierre is in the pits. Box this lap, please.
Oh, go to hell. It was 60, not 80. Caught me out. I never practiced pit lane entry.
Do you know how fast you were going back there?
Complete, go now.
Excuse me, mate. So, do you have any idea how quickly you were going back there?
That's right. I was American, Australian first.
No more scheduled pit stops.
Have any idea how fast you were going back there, mate? Nah, and I'm sure you're going to tell me. Why don't you tell me your theory and I'll tell you mine and we'll see how close we are. Being smart, boy? Wow. Probably. Not smart enough, clearly. You pulled me over after all.
Yep. Oops.
Well done, Matt. Missing a downshift. That'll do it for you every time. Every time in a pit stop, I seem to lose so much time to the AI.
You know, I've already satisfied most of the requirements to become a Twitch partner.
What are the
Apart
requirements?
Apart from the one where I need another 73 average viewers on the stream.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll do it.
But the requirements are for 30 over a period of 30 days, stream for 25 hours, and stream on 12 different days.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's like what? It's a 2-hour stream, maybe a couple times a week, and then maybe another hour one during the week. You could do like three streams a week to do that.
Yeah.
The average of 75 viewers is a bit higher, but it's the viewers. It's all about viewers, not followers for like affiliate.
Finally, DRS for the first time this race. Nah, this is just depressing. Like, fucking McLaren's just overtaken me.
What was your target?
No idea. Never looked.
Usually it would say, wouldn't it?
Dunno. Never pay attention. target's always the same, Greg, to win.
Well,
Yeah, I know, it's pretty depressing.
normally it would say it next to your name up on the top left of the screen. At least in 2017 it did.
Yeah, I don't think it does in 18.
Either that or your form looks so crap from practice and quality that they didn't bother setting a target.
Just try not to kill yourself, okay?
Just go out there and have some fun, maybe. It's all about taking part.
Here's your participation award.
That's what professional sport's all about.
Yeah.
There's a huge queue of cars up ahead.
Yeah, I know, I can't catch him though. Been behind him for the whole friggin' race. There's just no performance in this car.
You just need to drive faster.
Yeah.
Use all of your time. You know how big it is.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. It's good. I'm not harvesting enough to be able to use it like that, unfortunately. I mean, there's points on offer if I can catch that pack, but I haven't made inroads into them the whole race.
Hmm.
I've got Grosjean coming up behind me on his super softs. Looks like that bottleneck's been cleared now anyway. Magnussen. Magnussen didn't hold up Grosjean at all. They're to be expected because they're teammates, but still, a bit of help would have been nice. Yeah, I know the game isn't very realistic. How are they so much faster through there? It's absolutely infuriating. Whoa! Go to hell, you piece of shit car. Problem is, I know how slow Magnussen's going, and I'm stuck in this friggin' battle with him. Because he's in the DRS zone, I can't drop him. All he's doing is costing me a lot of time. That and the car's a piece of dirt. God, defending from is costing so much time.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
What a great race for the Aussie fans. The two Aussies down to 13th and 14th.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
We kept 13th. Oh dear.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was.
At Monaco, apparently.
And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Oh, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean,
That would explain
we could
some
sit
of
here and talk
Mercedes'
about
more
strategy
inane
all day, the overtaking,
strategies.
looking
Yes.
after the tyres. But at the end of
I
it
thought
all,
every track
if
was
you want to
Monaco.
win, you need a package that's got the speed over everyone else, and that's exactly what they had today.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory.
What is
Mercedes,
that
then,
in that
are
Renault?
on
Who
top
drives them?
today.
Who's Mapfre?
That's clearly the driver name. I'm just not sure what his first name is. Nigel Mapfre.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Lewis Hamilton takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after an excellent result. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Max Verstappen, hasn't it? Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased
Esteban
with that
Ocon.
one.
And now
Shafted
let's take a look at the
once again.
Constructors' standings. Mercedes
Yeah.
move to the top of the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
Well, that's disappointing. We might have to turn the difficulty down until our bloody car improves. Because otherwise, we're just going to be racing around for no points.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went?
Wait, what's the nicest way to say
You really cut your way
shocking?
through the field today. What was your strategy? You had a bit of a rivalry going on, but it looks like he bested you. You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip? Appreciate your time.
Oh, I'm just amazed. I mean, we got 3 upgrades coming for Bahrain, but woof.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
Well, I could. But anyway, that'll do it. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Thanks to everybody who watches later on the tubes and on the Twitches. That's it. That's a really disappointing start to the season. If we have a look at the car performance table...
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
We should be able to see where we're at. You can see that we're second worst. Williams is straight lined, but we're still behind. We're behind everyone else. Renault's taken a big step forward. McLaren's fallen back a little bit, but we're still clearly the second worst car. Now, I don't think that was always the case. I'm pretty sure in the last season, there were times when we were up into that bottom top four. Sorry, we're topping that bottom top four, I should say. Sort of up there ahead of Haas and McLaren and McLaren and Sauber. But it's really fallen off in the back end of our first season. Having a look at that, our next upgrade should theoretically, in fact, move us ahead of McLaren and Sauber. So we'll see how that goes, and closer to Haas. We do have 1,000 points, so we should be able to potentially get ourselves another upgrade.
This is probably what I'd invest in.
Did you get any offers from other teams at the end of last season?
No, you don't. I don't think it doesn't work like that in this one. You go off and start a negotiation with another team. You have to do it yourself. Yeah. At least I think that's how it is.
Okay.
So they want me to pursue the downforce. And that'll move us ahead of Haas into the downforce, but I'll take their recommendation. Let's do that. But we'll wait and see how that goes in the next episode, along with the invitational event. So like I said, thanks to everybody who tuned in. And as always, me, Webimoto. Special thanks to Greg for being on channel for this one. And a reminder to go and check out his channel at Grego5 on Twitch. But that's it. Talk to you all next time. Bye.